situation is that this part of the world, boreal Canada, particularly outside the Canadian Shield, is prone to very large fires. This is not a huge fire by the standards of this. Actually, in 1950, there's a well-documented fire, the Chunchaga Fire. It started in May in northeastern British Columbia and burned across Alberta until October. 3 million acres in all. So this area, the vegetation, the climate, the terrain, all can favor very large fires. Now, does that mean there's no global warming contribution? I'd be very surprised if there wasn't, but it's going to be very hard to prove in a particular incident here. What I find really striking is that the Earth has two great combustion realms, one of which burns living landscapes. That's the boreal forest is a great example. The other is burning lithic landscapes, and that's typical of the kind of city, Fort McMurray, that has grown up in support of the tar sands industry, burning fossil fuels. And for the most part, these two stay separate. But we're beginning to see on the fringes of cities more and more collisions. This is the most spectacular one I can think of, horrific. But I'm really struck by the images that are coming out of it, how many of the damages and supports are all cars, gasoline trucks, resupply, all images of these two worlds coming together. And I've always thought of them as competing. You tend to have one or the other at any time. But now in addition to that, we're also, I think, seeing them colluding. They're starting to fold together, even create a kind of positive feedback. And so I think this is a particularly striking but also alarming example of that trend. I say that as a long perspective historian of fire.